All right. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. We are broadcasting live on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. So if you're tuning in live right now, please say hi and tell us where you're watching from. Would love to get your engagement on my new segment for today. I super love it. I've been wanting to do this segment and finally it's here. So let me just check if we are live on our page. And yes, we are. Thank you so much, everyone. So, to those people who are new on our page, my name is Coach Jel of Jen and Krishan, your go to coach in starting a digital business. I help working parents earn a legitimate income online so they can provide more and be present more for their families. We've been in the business for 5 years now, and we've been mentoring and coaching a lot of working parents and professionals in this business around the world. And this business has helped me be there for my kids 24/7. It has allowed me to, it has reunited our family together. It has allowed me to stay home with the kids while running a profitable business from home, earning more than my corporate job salary. And I am very, very excited for today's new live segment on our page. I just hope I have a good internet connection. And yeah, we've
Let
just
me say Miss
finished. Okay,
Jelly.
sorry. We've just finished our my coaching session with one of my business partners in New Zealand, and while we're waiting for another coaching segment or mentoring session with a working mom from Fiji. Yes, let's do this live for now. Yeah, so I'm just looking for it in my page. I don't know why is okay. Yeah, it's there now. There you go. So as you can see, the segment that we have right now is what I call books for the biz. Wow, sobrang ano naman, yun na yun. Yeah, direct to the point. Yun na talaga siya, no? This is actually a new live segment on our business page, and I'm really, really excited about this one because it's, I'd say, very, very personal to me. I don't always share this, but I've started sharing this on one of the speaking engagements I had in New Zealand, and and then after that, a lot of people are asking me for the books that I'm reading and all that has helped me, blah blah blah, and so yeah, I started sharing it with them, and now I wanted to just do it live here on our page, and who knows, we would be inspiring more people or entrepreneurs to read some more books. And I also like this one because I know there are a lot of you also, to our viewers, who have been inspired by a lot of books. And if you have some recommendations, just put it in the comment below, and I'd be glad to check it out. I'd find time to actually read some of those books that would really help me improve myself, my mindset, my leadership, my discipline, my commitment, not only in this business, but also in life, right? So if you are an entrepreneur or you're thinking of becoming one, I truly believe that what you read and what you learn shapes how you build. Not just in your business, but really how you think, how you lead, and how you show up every single day, right? And this segment, I will be sharing one book per episode and the lessons that I have personally applied in our online business. Because, of course, when you read books, you get a lot of things from that. But what I will be sharing only are the things that I have applied or I can apply in our online business, not the theories. I won't be summarizing the book as well. This is not a, yeah, we won't summarize anything in here, but we would be sharing the real lessons that has helped me navigate mindset, discipline, leadership, and consistency in our digital journey. Right. And for this episode, I wanted to start with a book that really, really grounded me as an entrepreneur. And this book is this one. So it's also on the title of our live and on the banner, Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. Wait, there you go. So this book was actually recommended to me by one of the business coaches in our community. Because that time we were talking about leading our team, and we were talking about leading, managing our team, and how we are able to also do our own business, stuff like that. And then finally, this the author Jay Shetty, who was formerly a monk and now he's famous. If you've been following his podcast, and if you have read some of his books as well, he was one of the speakers in our digital business convention in San Diego last year, and I was able to watch his portion there, and I was really very inspired. I love people who are good speakers, and he's really one of the best speakers. I love him, and I love all the wisdom that he shared in that session and also in the book as well. So that's what we are going to talk about today. I've said that out way. So okay, so when people hear the word monk, they would usually think that it has nothing to do with business, right? But for me, this book came into my life at the time when I needed clarity. So if you have also been following our page, you would see that last end of last year I posted this book. I was really thinking of something to read by the holiday season, right? Because it's a time to pause, to plan for 2026. And I just thought about this one, and yeah, I started reading this, and then I was almost halfway, and then something happened last January. So we had to take a break in our business. I wasn't able to do anything nor read anything as well. So what happened was, when we're back here, I started reading this again, and it was very helpful for me, not only in business, but during that season, I'd say, of my life. Right. So yeah, so that's what I will be sharing with you. And as entrepreneurs, especially online, we have a viewer. Thank you so much, sis, to our viewers. Sis Jan Twin, sis. Thank you naman. You're watching from Auckland. And to our viewers, thank you so much, everyone. Just let me know where you're watching from. And please engage in our topic for today, because I'm very excited to share this. It's not really much about business, but still, these are things that I've learned also that I'm applying in our business. So it's still about business. So again, those entrepreneurs, especially those who are online, we're exposed to a lot of things, the noise in the online world. There's a lot of comparisons. There's also pressure to grow fast, right? In the business, in the online world, especially now, there's a lot of AI tools out there. There's pressure also to perform, because there's that big, I'd say, competition of online businesses, different kinds of online businesses in social media. There's also the pressure to look successful, right? Somehow you wanted to, like, present something or someone online, because you wanted to attract more people, you wanted to attract more of your audience, right, online. And this book, I'm going to show it again. This book reminded me that how you think determines how you build, right? Whether that be in business or in life. Before the system, before the income, what you wanted to achieve in your business, before social media planning, before anything that you post online, you need to have alignment. That's very important. Alignment with yourself and your goal and what you wanted to achieve, really. And this book didn't teach me how to make money, no, but it actually taught me how to stay grounded while building money, while creating something for myself and for our family, right? And that really changed everything for me. And that's why I'm sharing this book, right? So, one of the biggest lessons that I have learned from Think Like a Monk book is that clarity comes from growth, right? Clarity comes from growth, because monks focus on who they are before what they do, who they are before what they do. It's really about the image that you wanted to build. And in this business, we often do the opposite, right? We jump into postings, we jump into selling right away, to marketing our business, to scaling, growing our business, to copying others, to what others are doing. And if you feel like, oh, I think she's doing nice, I want to do the same, we're so focused on that without asking, why am I building this? Why did I start in the first place? Who do I want to serve? Right? What kind of life am I protecting with this business or with this something that I'm building? Thank you, Sis Christina, watching from Canada. Wow, what time is it there in Canada? It's, I don't know what time, maybe 1 a.m. Let me know. So this book, when I apply this to our online business, everything just slowed down. Yeah. So if you wanted to like take a break, think, pause for a while, this is really a very good business to have. So it actually slowed me down in business, but in a good way. I stopped chasing the trends or what other people are doing, or what the usual business owners are doing online, that actually didn't align with me and my goal and my values as well, right? So I also stopped forcing myself to show up in ways that didn't feel natural, because sometimes you just wanted to like do some stuff because you knew that this is the trend, or you knew that this will help you grow your business more. And sometimes it's just not aligned with who you are as a person and with your values as well, right? And I became, I'd say, clearer in my message about this business. And clarity, that's something powerful in our business. It makes people trust you. And people, because people don't connect with perfection, right? They wanted to see the real you, especially if you're online and there's a lot of, AI stuff out there. They wanted to see the real person behind this business, behind this page. They connect with clarity and calm confidence in camera, in your videos, in your content, your social media content, right? Yes, it's 5:30 a.m. in Canada. Thank you, sis. Yeah. So, sis Jan, just hearing the lessons from this book makes me pause and reflect. Parang it reminds me that in a world na sobrang gulo, sobrang init, sobrang bilis, we forget the most important thing, our inner peace. Yes, sis. I super love it. Yeah, so another powerful lessons from this book is really learning to detach from the outcomes. And that's one of the things that we were discussing now with the business coach that has actually shared with me this book, no? And I got that recommendation of reading is the detachment from the outcomes. In online business, it's so easy to tie your worth to the amount of money that you're earning, the income. In social media, the number of views that we have, the likes that we get on our posting, the marketing strategies, the videos that we have, the numbers, right? And this book reminded me that you can control results, but you can control the effort that you put into anything that you do. So when I stopped obsessing over the outcomes or what I wanted to really get, I became more consistent in my actions or the effort that I put in the business. So instead of asking, why isn't this working yet for me? Right? I started asking myself, if did I show up today for my business? Did I serve well? Did I improve even just a little? And that mindset shift really kept me going on days when your motivation is low, when you're not motivated to show up in your business and to do anything for your business, because sometimes things like that happens, right? It's not always positive. There are challenges as well, especially on And sometimes there are, there are people who wouldn't watch your, very few people will be watching your lives or your videos, and you would see that, right, from the number of views and all. And when you feel like growth was very, very slow, and then you started comparing your results, and then you started comparing with other business owners, right? Because consistency is what builds business, not the emotional reactions, right? Not the emotional reactions that we have on things. So it's very important that we stay focused on our effort and to be consistent with what we have to do in our business, right? And one of my favorite lessons also from Think Like a Monk is this idea that discipline is not punishment. Discipline is not punishment, it's self respect. I love that. Self respect. And if you know me, I always love that. I always want to make sure that I respect myself, right? And as entrepreneurs, especially for working parents, we would often say that, we don't have time. We don't have additional time or extra time to do something like this, or sometimes we're just tired. I'll do it tomorrow. But this book has reframed my discipline to really show up every day. Because showing up consistently was not really about forcing myself. It was about respecting myself, respecting the future I was building for myself and for my family. Because that's what you wanted, right? So if you wanted to achieve that, you have to respect yourself by doing things that you need to do for your business, right? So posting content, learning new skills, having uncomfortable conversations with your business partners, or stuff like that. There will be some negativities and all. Not because I had to, but because I respected the vision I had for my family and for my life when we started this business. And online business rewards quiet discipline, not motivation, not the hype, but showing up again and again. Definitely you will get result when you do that. You just have to show up again and again. Again, consistency. That's very important in this journey. And this book has also taught me to, this is very good, to really protect my energy. Again, protect your energy, because in this digital space, energy leaks are everywhere. Sometimes we scroll too much in social media, and then we started comparing ourselves to others, maybe to other business owners, or maybe to other people, maybe people that we know. We started listening to too many opinions, right, of other people, and we are engaging with negativities. So when I started to apply the lessons from this book, I became more intentional. And I share this also with some of the speaking engagement that I have. Being intentional, that's very important for me. I created before I consumed, right? And I limited who I listened to. And last year, I started doing that, and it has really changed everything for me. You have to be, I'd say, you have to really limit, or you have to choose who do you want to listen to. Yes. And I also focus on depth, not on the noise or what other people are saying. I wanted to always find myself, who I really am and what I really wanted to do, rather than listening to other people who doesn't actually know who I really am and who I wanted to do. And that focus directly impacted how I built our business, how I manage our online business. Because in online business, focus is currency, right? And if you know me, you know that I am really addicted to focus. It's focus is very important for me because if you have that focus, you are able to achieve what you wanted to achieve. You just have to focus on that very thing that you need to do, and you'll definitely achieve it, right? Finally, one of the most important lessons that I learned from this book again is to serve, don't perform. Serving. Mm, yeah, I don't know that. Only when I have read this book, that's when I realized that it's serving is very, very important. Again, serve, don't perform. This book reminded me that purpose is about contribution, not validation. So when I show up to serve, I speak more naturally. I'm myself. I connect more deeply to people, to my business partners, to people who are inquiring about this business. I also stop overthinking, right? This is especially powerful if you're also an introvert or you're not naturally outspoken, because you don't need to be loud to lead a team or group of business owners. You don't need to be perfect to be trusted by people, especially those who wanted to start their business. And trust is very important, right? Especially for building something online. You just need to be genuine, right? And in this business, it's very important that people get to see who the real you, because that's how they trust you. That's how they would that's how they would start asking questions if they're interested, and that's how they would build more connections with you. Thank you so much, Jonna Williams, joining from Australia. Thank you, sis, for tuning in. So if you're an entrepreneur or if you're thinking of becoming one, right, this book, Think Like a Monk, is not just a mindset book. It's not just a mindset book. It has really helped me in my business. It's a reminder that your business grows as you grow, and that your mindset is your greatest asset, right? And that's also one of the things that we are learning from our online business. When you start this business, our online business per se, one of the things that you would see on our training side, the first part of our training side is really building your positive mindset, your business mindset. Because for us, it's important that you have that good, positive business mindset before really starting anything, because that's when you get the clarity of why you are doing this, who are you doing this for, and why do you have to move forward, right, with the process. Why do you have to be doing things like this, right, in your life? So it's important that you set a positive business mindset, and that's what we learn in this business and also from this book. And that how you think determines how you build, right? So this book didn't just help me think differently, it has actually helped me build differently as well, build the business differently. And that's what this episode of Books for the Biz is all about. I'm sharing the lessons that I am applying on our online business from the books that I'm reading. So if this episode resonated with you, and you're interested, just stay tuned, because I will be sharing more books that actually shaped how I build, how I lead, and how I show up in our online business. And if you have some recommendations, feel free to comment down below. I'd be glad to check out the books that you're reading as well. So again, thank you so much for being here. I've got a lot of viewers, and I'll see you in the next episode of Books for the Biz. Again, this is episode 1, and I'm so excited to do more episodes like this on our Facebook page. Thank you so much, everybody. So I'll see you again. Bye for now, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. God bless.